Genesis chapter 1. Please read all the way to verse 3.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters.
Jesus said, I must work while it is still day, because night is coming. And God said,
let there be light.
Okay.
And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good.
Okay.
And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
Yes.
So the evening
and the morning were the first day. Now, I said this before, and I said that we had a day in the beginning, in the absence of the sun, moon, and stars. And God saw that it was a good thing that he did on the first day. How can you have a day in the absence of time? In fact, there were 3 days while the sun was not there. So what instituted time then? God, how were you counting that this is the first day? This is the second day? No. Let me try some other side. How are you counting that this is the first day, this is the second day, this is the third day, while the sun, moon, and stars? Because for us, we know a new day is orchestrated by the sun, moon, and the sun and the moon. Right? But God had a day. And he had another day. And another day. Before the instruments to measure days and years were created, he had a day. I like this question. How is your day? Do you know it's only you who work from 8 to 5? There are people who walk into the office by 10 a.m. The day is over for them. Where are my kingdom investors? Just some people, there's just one phone call and the day is over. They've made more in a 10-minute conversation. Naona mmejezea wenyewe. What's their difference and your difference? They have a focus. They have a goal. I will get to this. Please don't get discouraged. Can you make it colder so that I don't lose people? When you walk into that office, your focus is the assignments that you need to accomplish on that day that are not your assignments. Because Because for you, your focus is greener pastures. Up and greener. There's someone who left with nothing. And when he was going to his uncle, he was working for something. He didn't have goals to become the employee of the month. He had goals pertaining to his future and his coming generation. To the point that he's now leaving, Laban says, please, where are you going? I know I am blessed because of you. Then he says, please, stay. He says, but there's a statement he says, I have to leave because I need to provide for my family. If I'm going to stay, what are you going to offer me? So this person was not working to climb the ladder. You've never met people who their CV is a chemistry textbook. They were they started being a HOD for this bank. They moved to this bank. They became the head of something in this bank. Then they became the MD. They became the CEO. Then eventually. And you are wowed by the accomplishment, but they feel empty. And you're like, if I was you, no. We walk through life trying to accomplish things that are not us. When you get to the office, there is the requirement of the company, your supervisor, your boss, you need to accomplish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? And deliver. But there has to be another list pertaining to you. You need to have your own list. Yeah, I have a problem with my fellow workmen. I don't have enough patience with this. You need to have your own list in terms of things that you need to accomplish concerning you. Okay. Ngoja nirudi kwa wakulima maana I'm too much on the career people. Baada ya kulima hizo bilinganya, ukapeleka sokoni, ukapiga hela. What have you accomplished? During that season of planting, what have you learned? What have you acquired? You as you. While the bilinganyas are in the ground. Wait, listen to me. If you cannot do your own personal evaluation, why should there be a promotion in your life? Watch this. So, there was evening, there was morning and evening.
Yes.
On the first day. God called the light day. And darkness he called night. So the evening and morning were the first day. In other words, on day one, we had day and night side by side. And it was day one. He called the light day. And he called the darkness night. Jesus now later on comes and says, I must do the works of him who sent me while it is still day, because night is coming. A time is coming where the light will be removed from the earth. And when this light is removed from the earth, night has come. Can you allow? Please go on to the next verse. There's something that Jesus says. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. As long as I am in the world, I am what? I come back to my first statement and I said, there are things we need to accomplish before he returns. And I will explain myself. I pray I'm communicating to everyone. Is it night now? Answer me, church. Is it night now? Is he still in the world? I thought he ascended. As long as I'm in the world, I am the light of the world. Did he ascend? You're sure? So is it night? Why is it not night? He is still in the world through you. My question to you is this: how comes you are managing to navigate through life in the absence of the consultation of the light in you? And that's why things are not working, because in the absence of that light, in the absence of that light, it is night for you. Please. Let's go back to Genesis. Day 1. What did God accomplish to you? Nothing. God, how can, let's assume it's a 24-hour day. How can you just say, let there be light on day 1? I don't know how to really break this down to you. God, how can you just say, let there be light on day 1, and then that's it? And you saw that the light, the only thing that you did in day 1 is let there be light, and then you separated light from darkness, and you called the light day, and you called the darkness night, and you saw that it was good. Yani 24-hour day, let's assume. The only thing you've done, God, let there be light, and you separate it, and that's it. You go to bed. God, how long did it take you for you to say, let there be light? 2, how long did it take you to separate light from darkness? And then that's it. You called it a day. You're not serious, God. You must be kidding. Do you know why that's the only thing God did on day 1? Do you want to know why? Yes. Do you want to know why? Yes. God was trying to teach you to have emphasis and value knowledge. As long as I've instituted the God kind of knowledge, when he said, let there be light, and there was light, it was the introduction of God's wisdom, God's knowledge on earth. What does Paul say? And he was made unto us the very wisdom, Sophia, of God. So God was trying to tell you how to value knowledge. That the moment he said, let there be light, the introduction of the God kind of knowledge on day one, it was enough for him to rest and admire that knowledge and say, it is good. Because the moment that is done, everything else becomes easy. While you were thinking he did not work. Because let me tell you, the difference between you and the people out there, and the reason why we're not effective, is because we don't know how to value knowledge. We don't know how to seek information. We don't know how to pay the price. Leo mimi nabomoa, mnipende msinipende. Nyinyi mnafikiri kila kitu utafanywa na Roho Mtakatifu. Please, wake up.